Hey, I'm Scott Woodward. I'm two-time Moscone Cup MVP, and you're watching Railbirds TV.
Hey, Railbirds, Kevin here. All right, we have some more bank pool action for you from the 2020 Derby City Classic from Caesars, Southern Indiana. Being joined by Sherry Ross. All right, we are joining this game already in progress. We've only missed one shot so far. Bader is up 1-0 versus Evan Lunda. So our players, Evan Lunda from Michigan, sponsored by Steve Titus Hughes, versus Bader Alawadhi, who is from, I believe, from Kuwait.
Yep, this is Evan at the table right now.
Yep, and I'll go over some rules and things like that between games, but very quickly, the rules of the game is first person to bank 5 balls wins the game. We're playing a race to 3.
Yep, race to 3 games.
And you do not have to shoot in any particular order.
Yeah, they call it 9-ball banks, but it's because it's a rack of 9-ball out there. But the true name of it is short rack banks.
Yeah. So, yeah, any order. They don't have to go in numerical order, even though they're playing with a 9-ball rack.
And they could probably just put any balls out there, couldn't they?
I would think so. It's just everyone does 1 through 9, but I would think they could use, 8 through 15 if they wanted. I would think.
Mm-hmm. Because it doesn't matter. You could use the 9-ball all 1 through 9, but you don't have to put the 1 up front because they don't have to hit the lowest number ball on the table first.
I've seen them rack them in random order, so yeah, the 1 does not have to be in front.
I've never seen that, so.
Most of the players will rack them like they're racking 9-ball, 1 in the front, 9 in the middle, but I've seen some players just rack them in random order too.
Yeah, because it doesn't matter. And this is Bader.
Hopefully we're saying his name right.
Well, I mean, you don't want to be badder. You want to be the baddest. Don't hit the point. Didn't catch the point. Good. Speed's a little bit crispy there. He wanted that cue ball just, as close to frozen the end rail as possible.
All right, he hasn't left much.
He's got a back bank on the 6 right back at him if he elects to do that.
They're going to get the wedge going here. They're going to try to push all of these balls into that corner.
We're missing them. Already missing a ball.
Damn it.
I don't know if Evan made that bank at the first shot that we came in on the 9.
All right, looks like Evan just made a ball. All righty. All right, we figured out the discrepancy in the score. So Evan Lunda has 2 right now. All right, Pot's right.
Yeah, I thought it was that he had made that 9-ball.
Had to review the tapes.
Oh, cue ball got in the way.
And that 8-ball might go.
Yeah, it looks like there might be room for it to come out of there and twist in. It'd be a little close to that, too.
It's tight.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think it goes. And he called it.
Yeah,
So he thinks it goes too.
You'll notice something outside of your normal rules here, too, is that Evan is wearing a headset completely allowed at Derby City. But you should have called that two-railer. Evan is considered one of the best players in the state of Michigan. I've heard people say he's the best player. Fargo doesn't think he's the best player, but there's a couple others with a little bit higher Fargo rating.
Like Jason Kirkwood, but he doesn't play much anymore.
Yeah. I think after this Derby City that Evans Fargo, if it's report, that cue ball's going there too, isn't it?
Whoa, Nelly!
Wow, he's corner hooked
Holy
himself.
cow.
Wow.
Wow! Wow!
What kind of stroke did he put on that? Holy moly!
A draw stroke.
Yeah, you think? I don't think there was any draw left.
He put it all on the ball. He didn't save any.
He didn't save any of it. He must have taken art classes. Be able to draw like that. Can you see this 8 to bank it? Oh, it's so tight.
I think he can see the 8, but doesn't like it.
Bank it back at him. Yep, there you go. That's what he's called. He doesn't have a whole lot there, and this is probably going to be more cue ball with his speed rather than actually making the 8. He'd like to get him tucked up underneath that 7 deuce. Wow, that like went straight.
All right, good effort, just a little wide.
A little motorboating.
Motorboat in that pocket.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I heard somebody else say that on another stream.
They got it from us.
They stole it from me.
Oh,
Shame on
not
them.
even us. It's you, huh?
Who was the first one to say, oh, he wanted that ball to hold. It was so close to holding.
Sorry, it's community property. It's us.
Yeah, who was the first one to say it? And
Us.
And you laughed at me when I said it. Now other streamers are saying it.
They keep stealing all of our best sayings.
Yeah, Taruko sent me a message the other day, said she heard somebody saying, Bob's your uncle. We stole it fair and square from the Brits. Oh, 6 cross side. Just slide down just a teeny little bit for the 3 cross side next, if he can. I think he's got an angle. He can just draw this back a little bit and shoot the 3 next.
Well, he can't make the 3 past 8, but if it touches that 8, it doesn't count.
In any way.
You are not allowed to play caroms, billiards. You can't even call it. You can't
No,
call it
no.
off the 8. It has to go clean.
No kick, bank. You had cue ball into object ball into rails.
Yep.
Cleanly into pocket.
No kicks, no kick banks, no bank combinations, no bank caroms.
Nope.
Cue ball must hit object ball. Object ball then must hit 1 or more rails, and then object ball must go into a pocket. All without touching any other balls.
Into said pocket and said amount of rails. Now, if he was to rub the end rail here, the head, that's a foot rail. If he was to rub the foot rail there on its way in and not touch the 8, that's a legal shot. That looks like it's good.
And that's okay because
No, it touched it.
Because rubbing sun is racing, which is another one that people steal from us.
Yeah. We stole it fair and square from that Tom Cruise movie.
And then Rahana stole it from us.
That's it. Nice shot.
Don't worry, we love you, Ra. Couple of nice banks there by Evan, and I think this ball goes.
I thought he called the 2-railer, but is he try? He can't cross this into the corner, can he? I mean, the cue ball's going to make the 3, or was he calling it 3 rails in the side? 3 rails in the side. Yeah. Yeah, we come up with the best one-liners, and then everybody steals them from us.
I just take it as a compliment.
Yeah. That one's in.
Swish. Hill, hill.
All right, fighting over one. Pocket, cue ball all the way back down table. This looks like pretty good speed this time.
That's pretty nice speed.
Bounced
but
off a little bit. Yeah, Evan's gonna rip
he's gonna
rip
take
this one back at it.
He's gonna take a swing at it. I know that.
Yeah. Oh shoot! Yeah, all day, every day. One rail. Back to his right. That looks pretty darn good. That is center of the hole.
Swish. First game, Evan Lunda. And the reason he lagged that one is because if it doesn't go, you don't leave a bank for your opponent.
Yep. So what are those rules?
Let's go over the rules real quick. Playing some Derby City rules 9-ball banks. The break is the winner's option. It is rack your own. AccuRack is not mandatory for the banks, but it is for 9-ball. First player to bank 5 balls wins that game, playing a race to 3. And you must call the pocket and the number of rails. No kicks, caroms, or combinations are allowed. And you lose a ball if you commit a foul. Those are the basic rules of banks. And while he racks, I would like to invite you guys to hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and ring that bell. If you don't ring that bell, you won't get notified when we upload more Derby City videos, and then you would miss out, and that would be sad. And share. Sharing is caring. All right, he's made 2 balls on the break. Now, those don't count, but he does get to keep shooting.
Yeah, and he's got a nice shot on the 6th ball to start with.
And those balls will spot as soon as his inning is over.
And, of course, he's going to shoot the 2 cross-side because they like those cross-side banks a whole lot more. Come around for the 8 cross-side. Yeah, those balls will spot after his turn at the table. Just like in any other game where you spot balls, you know, what balls could be spotted back up. It is after your inning at the table. Unless, of course, you need him to win. Like if he was playing one pocket and he needed, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If he needed 6 balls to win, that 6th ball would be placed up after these 5 were off of the table.
Yeah, if you go and you make 6 balls on the break, yeah, and you run the 3 that are remaining, yeah, I think they would start spotting.
Yeah, but not until you've cleared the rest of the balls from the table.
Exactly right.
Now, would they be all placed up at one time, or would it be one at a time?
Well, I'd be arguing to have them one at a time, but of course your opponent would be arguing that they go all at once.
Yeah, but I want, that's another rule. What is the rule? Nice shots here.
He's looking pretty good to break and run, but man,
like
this
Billy
9-ball is. It's not that. The bank isn't that hard. It's getting the cue ball out of the way.
The cue ball out of the way. Oh, wow. He's looking like Billy Thorpe out there, just rocketing these banks in.
Then the 2 that he made on the break will spot.
Yep. Is there room to twist the 7 past the 5, or do you have to bank the 5 here?
It looks to me like the 7 goes.
Yeah, it looks to me too.
It looks like that's what he's shooting.
Oh, there's enough room to miss it.
Enough room to miss it short.
Yeah. I'm just going to go over there and get all friendly cozy with the 9 ball. And that's actually not a bad result. He hasn't really left anything for Evan here. What about a 3 railer? Does that 5 3 rail?
That doesn't look too bad, although...
Where's your cue ball?
I would want to try to shoot the cue ball with a low ball.
WTCBG.
I mean, where's the cue ball going? Well, he's shooting it. Oh, no, he wasn't shooting it. He was shooting a 2 rail back and forth, I think.
Yeah.
I didn't actually see where he called it.
And the 5 and the cue ball were getting all kinds of friendly and cozy. That's a nice shot. Too much twist. I think he had to swerve that cue ball a little bit there, and that's what made that 5 twist out so far, because he couldn't shoot that side of the 5. At least it didn't look like it.
And if that 5 had fallen in that upper right corner after going up and down table a couple times, that would not count, even though that's the pocket he called.
Yep.
It wasn't the right number of rails.
Yeah, you have to call the number of rails.
1 rail straight across.
That's in front of the
In
middle
front
of the rail.
In front of the Brunswick.
Yeah,
In
on
front
the
of
diamond.
in front of the diamond.
All right, 1 rail back at him. That's all he needs is this 1 ball, right?
all
This
he
will probably
needs.
be another pocket speed shot.
That's short by
Way short by a
diamond
diamond and a half and a quarter.
That's how I bank. I was expecting more from him because that's how I don't expect him to shoot like me.
Nice. Fargo's in the what is it? The low mid 700s. I think it's the low 700s. I remember looking it up and it being like 714 or something like that. That one's in.
It's a little closer.
That one's in.
Oh, did that ball just roll out?
Looked like it might have. It looked like it was heading straight for the hole.
And no rail, and
Haven't
he
really
doesn't
done
have
it.
anything. He doesn't have anything to spot, so it doesn't matter.
There we go. Number 2.
Game number 2. So as
Lunda.
this is round 6. Both of these players are undefeated. How did they get here? Evan Lunda defeating Rick Beams, Chris McDaniel, Steve Hickman, John Mora, and Paul Smith. Speaking of John Mora, I actually saw him shooting right-handed some during this tournament.
Yes,
He was going back and forth. I also saw him shooting a lot of left-handed too. So it's like he was going back and forth. He couldn't decide if he wanted to shoot left-handed or right-handed. And Bader Alawadhi has 1 loss to Jonathan Pinniger.
Hey, look at that. 715 is Evans. Fargo. It must have gone up a point since I checked it when we were there, because I remember it being like 714.
All right, Evan will spot the ball he made on the break. Brings Bader to the table.
Crossing the 6.
All right, 2 ball cross side, and
That's
that's
it.
in. Nice shot, Evan.
Come around for the 3 ball cross side.
And then the 8
And-
ball next, and then maybe the 4
Yeah,
ball.
well, and it depends on where this cue ball stops. He could shoot the 4 ball next, but he went forward for the 8 because it's safer.
And
You know,
then-
the 8, you know, the 4 isn't going to get in the way of the 8 here, but the 8 could get in the way of the 4. He'd have to hit it long and shorten it up. Two balls away from this being the match
he's
here.
making it look easy.
I told you, he's looking like Billy out there the way he's banking.
And what is he gonna shoot?
Does that 7 bank?
It shouldn't. They should be frozen together because they're both spotted.
Yeah, those were the 2 he spotted after his shot.
All right, he's
After-
looking at the 1. I don't know if he's going 1 rail or 2 rails on the 1.
And the 1 does look like it's sticking out just a little bit further, doesn't it, when you're looking up at that other angle? Like they weren't in direct line, like they're supposed to be. You'll see a lot of players go up, especially in one pocket, making sure that they are on the spot and that they are that they are dead.
Overdid it.
Yeah. Sometimes you'll even see them put their cue stick next to it and push them up against the side of it to make sure that they're straight.
Yep, when you spot the balls, you want to make sure they are straight in line, straight up and down the table, and frozen.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you don't spot them perfectly, these great players, they'll find a way to use that to their advantage somehow. Thin. No, get out of there, cue ball. All right, it is. And looks like now it looks like he has a shot on the 7. Although he's not shooting the 7, he's shooting the 6 cross corner. Okay. And is that going to leave a shot for Bader? And you can shoot the one to the upper left corner, you can shoot the one to the bottom right corner. Just going one ball to the upper left corner. Oh, and that's going to leave a nice shot for Evan for the match.
For the match. Nice little routine cross corner bank. There it is.
And just like that, Evan Lunda defeating and eliminating Bader Alawadhi from this bank pool tournament. So we're gonna have plenty more action coming up for you guys. We're gonna have a lot of 1-pocket and 9-ball matches. We also have a few more bank pool matches. So
Yeah, stay tuned.
be sure to subscribe and ring that bell so you get notified when we upload them.
And tell all your friends they're out.
That too. Bring your streaming buddy.
Kevin and Sherry Ross, Railbirds.
See you guys.
Bye.